My name is Barbara Hurd, and we've been at North Heights Lutheran Church since 1992 or 93. I grew up with a family and in the midst of a community of faith that believed that every person needed to commit their life to Jesus, believe in Him and commit their life to Jesus. I went through all the motions which were right and good, but then I wasn't sure if my name was written in the Lamb's Book of Life. I was struggling to find out who I was. What does God want me to do? It was a constant knowing that I belonged to Him and I wanted to do what He wanted me to do. I had told the Lord that I was willing to serve Him single. And at the Bible school where I was for graduate school, there was a lot of emphasis in knowing the Lord and serving Him. God was already in that because that's where I met my husband. There were a lot of single women in the language school going out to other places to serve. And when we heard that this single guy was coming, Pilate, I immediately said, no, I can't get my hopes up. He's probably younger than I am. And so I wrote him off. I had no dream of meeting him. And I had already finished the language school and was teaching in my school by that time. So I went to the house where he was staying, in the Costa Rican house. And there was a gal living there who was also in language school that I knew, and I went to visit her. As I left the house, they were coming back, and that's when we really got acquainted. It was a miracle in the sense that our hearts really blended together right there in a way. It was just it had to be God to give me that peace right from the very beginning. The motto of the church was to know Christ and to make Him known. That's what really brought me here. Then the counseling clinic too was a draw. That was the first thing. And I think even before we became members, I was in the counseling clinic and worked there they told me 28 years. I can't believe it. But anyway, I learned a lot. And my favorite subject is forgiveness. Today we hear about Christ's forgiveness, but we don't hear much about our forgiveness toward one another, which God says, as you forgive others, you are forgiven. So that's been very, very important in my journey too.